Up over City Hall in Cathedral City to kick off the LGBT plus days all weekend long. NBC Palm Springs at 6 starts now.
Now, connecting the Valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky. Despite strong concerns from families and staff, the Coachella Valley Unified School District approved a resolution allowing dozens of layoffs. Our Alondra Campos has details.
I have sites calling, crying that they cannot do the work anymore because they're so understaffed. You guys gotta understand the impact.
Emotions ran high during Wednesday night's special board meeting at the Coachella Valley Unified School District headquarters as families and employees lined up to address the board's resolution to approve layoffs. Resolution number 2026-32 identifies up to 41 full-time certificated non-management positions that could be eliminated. However, the largest impact would come from cutting 30 multiple subject teaching positions, which typically serve elementary classrooms. The district also identified 3 management positions for reduction, including coordinators for college and career, early learners, and migrant programs. After dozens of public comments, the resolution moved forward with all but one trustee voting in favor. For many employees at the special meeting, this move left them with uncertainty.
Since Thanksgiving break, I have been homeless. I've been living in motels in my car and occasionally relying on friends for a temporary place to stay because your decisions forced me to choose between a 60% pay cut or losing my job entirely.
Stability matters. It matters to teachers deciding whether to build a career here. It matters to families whether to enroll or stay.
While parents say the impact could also be felt inside the classroom.
If you have to get out of the hole that you're already in, cut what's needed, and move on. We shouldn't be having to suffer.
The district's financial crisis over recent years has also caught the eye of local lawmakers. Back in 2025, Assemblyman Jeff Gonzalez was denied a request of a full-scale audit of CVUSD's financial management. Upon hearing the district's approval to move forward with the layoffs, Gonzalez released this statement. Our educators should not be the ones forced to suffer the consequences of poor financial management. The families of the Eastern Coachella Valley deserve accountability, transparency, and leadership that puts students first. The layoffs come on the heels of the district's $25.4 million budget stabilization plan for the next 3 years, in which $9 million will be cut from the 2026-2027 school year and $8 million will be cut for each of the following 2 school years. For NBC Palm Springs, I'm Alondra Campos.
In more local news tonight, the Palm Springs Police Department's real-time intelligence hub is seeing some impressive results with new data that's just come in. The department says the state-of-the-art hub has already responded to over 400 incidents since it launched in early December. Officers attribute the success to quick drone deployment, adding aerial intelligence to officers in the field and those who work in the intelligence center during active calls. In addition to those incidents reported, Palm Springs Police Department says they've been first on scene 85% of the time, with over 20 arrests facilitated and a 221% spike in operations. That includes stolen vehicles incidents, missing persons, weapon recoveries, and emergency response support. 2 suspects are under arrest following a construction site burglary in Rancho Mirage. The Riverside County Sheriff's Office said that this happened February 24th at a business off of Frank Sinatra Drive. Investigators say suspects broke into a construction storage container and stole electrical and building materials. 2 suspects were identified. They were arrested March 5th during coordinated operations in Riverside and Paris involving multiple sheriff's units, including canine and aviation. Search warrants later led to the recovery of the stolen property, and both suspects were booked at the John Benoit Detention Center in Indio on multiple charges, including burglary, grand theft, and possession of stolen property.
And now, NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Time for some fun now. We'll check in with the BNP Paribas Open today, where some of the biggest stars in tennis hit the stadiums in Indian Wells. Our Brett Rosen and Caitlin Kelly join us live from inside of Tennis Paradise tonight with more on today's matchups. Hey, guys.
Yeah, that's right, Olivia. Brett and I had the pleasure of sort of dividing and conquering tennis paradise today. I started the day over at Stadium One, watching Arena Sabalenka absolutely dominate the qualifiers. She took care of her in 2 sets, but I got to say, after the match, all of the attention wasn't necessarily on her performance, but rather something very, very shiny on her finger. The newly engaged tennis superstar sat down with the media and talked about what it was like playing with that gigantic ring on her finger, Brett.
Yeah, we double checked if it's if there's a possibility to lose a diamond, and there's none. So I was pretty confident wearing this ring, and it feels comfy, feels shiny, and I hope that my opponent will get distracted by this diamond, and it's gonna benefit me.
With a rock that big, definitely bound to maybe blind the competition. But hey, you were over at Stadium 2. Talk to me about the competition you saw over there.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a great match between number 8 Ben Shelton versus Riley Opelka. Early on, Ben Shelton kind of falling back, losing that first set against Opelka, using his 6'11" frame, being very lengthy like that, was able to get to some of those fastballs that Ben Shelton's kind of known for. But then Ben Shelton brought it back in the last 2 sets, despite the illness, and was able to take that match against him.
Yeah, well, hopefully Ben starts feeling better because he's got a lot of tournament left. And then, of course, we saw Coco Gauff started strong, but then in the second set, man, she really sort of fell apart, had 10 double faults, which is, I mean, really not the performance that you want to have to just sort of start open this tournament. But nonetheless, she's definitely a future Hall of Famer, along with all the names we've mentioned here so far today. But speaking of Hall of Famers, talk to me about what you did here at the tournament today.
Yeah, I mean, it's called Letters to Greatness here at the BNP. It's giving BNP fans the experience to be able to write, send voice letters to this year's International Tennis Hall of Fame inductees. Take a look. If you could speak to one of the best tennis players ever to touch a racket in Roger Federer, or one of the most iconic Tennis Channel broadcasters, Mary Carrillo, what would you say? Well, as both are entering in the International Tennis Hall of Fame this summer, fans at the BNP Paribas Open had the unique experience to leave a video message for both icons, called Letters for Greatness. So right here, this is where fans can leave their video.
Yeah, this is where fans can come into the booth.
International Tennis Hall of Fame President Patrick McEnroe says the point of Letters to Greatness is to give fans a new experience, even having those who participate in the video letters contribute to the Hall of Fame ceremony.
This is a way for fans to get involved, to show their thanks, to do a video, to do a letter. We end up showing a few of the best at the actual induction in Newport later this summer.
And it's not just a fan appreciation booth either. Letters to Greatness also bringing in different fan experiences, like having a photo booth, and also some of the best memorabilia from both Roger Federer and Mary Carrillo. Again, fans can come over here and give their own personal letters to the new Hall of Fame inductees, either by going into this booth and sending a video recording, or by walking over here, picking up a pen, and writing your own personal note.
It's just a really nice way to communicate with them because, you know, you may never meet these people. So, you know, it's a way to have gratitude and thank them for all that they've contributed to the sport.
He's been one of our family favorites since forever. And so to be able to feel like I'm talking to him rather than pick up the phone and get his phone number, that is an awesome thing to do. I really love that.
Caitlin, it was so exciting to see how fans were getting into this, and like you said, what also was exciting is that we are also watching future Hall of Famers.
Yeah, 2 of them hitting the court here in just a few minutes. Naomi Osaka over on Stadium 2, and then, of course, Yannick Sinner on Stadium 1. He's already warming up. It's going to be starting here soon. We're going to have a full recap tonight at 11, so be sure to stay tuned for that tonight. That's Brett Rose, and I'm Caitlin Kelly. Olivia, sending it back to you.
Brett and Caitlin, thank you. Now, we've teamed up with the Tennis Channel to bring you all of the BNP Paribas Open highlights throughout the competition. You can catch the action at 5 o'clock here on NBC Palm Springs throughout the tournament, and you can catch their full coverage on the channels listed on your screen. And from that to this, oh my gosh, a fantastic sunset. Agua Caliente, Casino Camera, and Rancho Mirage. Absolutely gorgeous today. We had some windy conditions, but a lovely evening, and it was beautiful in Cathedral City for the kickoff of the LGBT plus days. They're celebrating 10 years this year, and parties are already underway. Let's check with him, Pablo Alsina, who's live downtown ahead of that drone show that should be taking over in just a few hours. Hey, Pablo.
Hey, Olivia, beautiful night. I mean, the sky, the sunset was just gorgeous. And earlier at the courthouse, Tim O'Brien was the MC. They raised the flag. And now we're outside the Roost. I'm with the owner of the Roost, Jeff McDonald. The Roost, a staple here, especially this time of year. What can we expect at the Roost this weekend?
Oh, we have all kinds of things going on this weekend. We have the drone show, which is about to take place here about another hour and a half. We have tomorrow night's DJ dance party after the events at the Coliseum and then after the bed races, we have the Modern Men's Chorus group on that we take on stage about 1:30 in the afternoon. So all kinds of fun things and drink specials going on.
Yeah, and the Roost is always packed. I moved here 4 months ago, hit this place up. It's awesome. Why should people come out here this weekend?
Well, I mean, it's just family. It's just get together with your friends and be a part of the community. That's all it's all about, yeah.
Thank you so much, Jeff. And what perfect weather to do it. Let's go to the 3-day Comfort Air forecast. You're going to notice a little bit of a roller coaster, 80 degrees. And then on Sunday, it's going to shoot up to 90 degrees. And then on Monday, right back down to 80 degrees. So the next 3 days, gorgeous. But please stay with me because in the 7-day forecast, you're going to get to see highs in the upper 90s, as high as 99. I'll have all those details coming up. Plus, we'll talk about the amazing drone show. So come on out to the Roost, come see the drone show, and come on out here to gorgeous Cathedral City. I'm Pablo Alsina. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Pablo, thank you. Coming up next on NBC Palm Springs, the Palm Desert Food and Wine Festival is just around the corner. What they're bringing to the valley, we'll tell you what they're serving up. Plus, daylight saving time is coming up. We'll hear from a medical professional about what you can do to prepare. And a quick look at your gold and silver prices on this Friday evening. We've got those stories and more still ahead.
It's about to heat up.
Watch the BNP Paribas Open. All courts, all matches, live and full replays. Live now through March 15th on Tennis Channel and the Tennis Channel app.
committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Welcome back. The Palm Desert Food and Wine Festival is just around the corner. Beginning this month, world-renowned chefs will be presenting their exclusive culinary creativity with 3 grand tastings. Attendees will enjoy cooking demonstrations, meet the chefs, and enjoy wine and flavorful bites from the over 100 local restaurants, wineries, breweries, distilleries, and gourmet vendors. We spoke to staff with Wally's Desert Turtle about being a part of this event.
We love Palm Desert Food and Wine. It's so great for the community, brings so many people into town, really highlights, the local restaurants and what the chefs are doing around town, and just brings the community together. So we're honored to be a part of it.
The event is presented by Agua Caliente Casinos, and it runs from March 19th through the 22nd. A sold-out crowd packed the historic Plaza Theater this week for the Adopt the Arts Sound and Vision Awards. Over $350,000 were raised to help support music programs in public elementary schools. The event honored Paul Rogers and Geezer Butler for their impact on rock music and support of young artists. Rock Hall drummer Matt Sorum, founder of Adopt the Arts, led an all-star lineup that included performances from Corey Taylor, Lizzie Hale, and Glenn Hughes. And the night also featured a surprise video message from none other than Ringo Starr himself. And in some health news tonight, it's almost time to spring forward. A reminder that daylight saving time starts this weekend. That means you'll need to set that nightstand alarm clock ahead by 1 hour this Sunday, March 8th at 2 a.m., or you can just watch your smartphone jump an hour at that time. The annual change aims to make better use of daylight and save energy. We spoke to a medical expert for the potential impacts of the time change and steps that you can take to make sure you're prepared.
People sometimes will have more accidents, right? Because they're tired, they get fatigued. Sometimes we even do see that it stresses the body. So we can see even small increase in risks for things like heart attacks and strokes. I do recommend starting to shift bedtime by about 15 to 20 minutes each day. That way, by the time daylight savings happens, your body's already used to the change. Getting good sunlight exposure first thing in the morning, incredibly helpful. That also helps our bodies to make an adjustment to that time difference.
Daylight saving time will end Sunday, that's November 1st, when clocks fall back 1 hour. We have more news right after this break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Here's a live look from our Walter Clark Highway 111 camera where you can just see the edge of that gorgeous sunset out there. And it's time to check back in with Pablo Alsina tonight. He's live with more about the LGBT plus days, talking about the drone show that's coming up tonight, Pablo. Should be a whole lot of fun out there.
Yes, and I'm with the owner of the drone show tonight, Theamis Violares from Grizzly Entertainment. Theamis, what are we going to see today?
We're gonna see a beautiful show of 250 drones, 10-minute show designed by the city, the Cathedral City. A very, very colorful show to fit the event. And I hope everybody enjoys and, come back again every year that we do. This is the 4th time that we do the show. So we're very happy when the Cathedral City, when they call us, we always show up.
Quick question, 250 drones. How many pilots are controlling these drones?
2 pilots as per regulation, but 6 people here today to perform the show. There are some observers as well for security purposes. The city also arranged for the police to be around us. So we're very protected and ready to perform a very safe show.
And he told me about it. It's going to be amazing. So come on out. And by the way, the weather is perfect because he told me if it's too windy, they can't do the show. If it's raining, you can't do the show. So the weather perfect. Tonight, very light wind. And let's look at the 7-day comfort air forecast. Temperatures gorgeous. We're already in the mid-70s. But for tomorrow, we're expecting a high of just 80 and then up to 90. But look at the end of next week, as high as possibly 99 degrees in the 2nd week of March. That is ridiculously hot. So come on out to Cathedral City now because the weather is perfect. And the drone show by Grizzly Entertainment is going to be awesome. I'm Pablo Alsina. Keep it here on NBC Palm Springs.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
The Palm Springs International Film Festival just announced its 2027 dates today. According to organizers, the acclaimed festival will run from January 7th through the 18th. The Film Awards kick things off at the Palm Springs Convention Center on the 7th, with opening night screenings beginning the following evening. Best of Fest programming will wrap up the run on January 18th. This past festival screened more than 170 films from over 70 countries and brought out names like Timothée Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Kate Hudson. Before next January arrives, the Palm Springs International Short Fest is scheduled for June 23rd through June 29th of this year. And now for a look at all things entertainment, from upcoming concerts to festival honors, here's Douglas Hyde with the Hollywood Minute.
And he goes to work. Harry Styles is getting back to work with his first full-length concert in nearly 3 years. And you can watch every minute of it in his new Netflix special, Harry Styles One Night in Manchester. He'll be performing every song on his just-released album, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, including the #1 hit, Aperture. This year's Cannes Film Festival is going to be a memorable one for Peter Jackson. The Lord of the Rings director is set to receive an honorary Palme d'Or during the opening ceremony in May. The festival says the award celebrates a career of extraordinary artistic vision and technological audacity.
It's the land of make-believe. Do you not want to make believe?
A new trailer is giving us our first look at Oscar Isaac and Carey Mulligan in the upcoming season of Beef. They play a country club general manager and his wife, whose marital problems draw the attention of newly engaged workers, played by Charles Melton and Kaylee Spaney. Season 2 kicks off on Netflix April 16th. In Hollywood, I'm Douglas Hyde.
Brighter Side of the News is brought to you by Fiesta Kia. Discover the all-new Fiesta Kia located in the I-10 Auto Mall.
Before we go, a harbor seal at the New England Aquarium is drawing some attention on social media for hugging and fetching a large rubber duck as part of his enrichment program. Well, people seem to really love videos showing 33-year-old Reggae and his bright yellow rubber ducks for good reason. Trainers say, though, this playful routine is actually part of a structured enrichment program designed to keep seals mentally and physically engaged. And I see we've got some seal playing for you as well. Very appropriate. Reggae practices memory and problem solving through exercises like matching objects placed around his rocky shore habitat. And trainers say he loves the attention he gets from people, and we love giving him all the attention. Keep it up, Reggae. Very sweet. All right, that's it for us here at 6 o'clock tonight. We hope you all have a great weekend. More NBC Palm Springs coming up at 11 o'clock. We'll see you then.